Hello, my name is Coco Cowboy, and I am now a scaly. Not really, though. This is a costume I'm working on for MegaCon right now. His name is Ruby. He is a Dragonborn FNAF-inspired animatronic. His eyes keep popping out, and I think I just cut my eye. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Ruby the Dragon right now. This is Shem, in case you never met him. I wanted to talk to you a bit right now about something that's very irritating to me. And that is how every time that we get like a piece of queer media that's really amazing, for some reason, we can never hang on to it. Honestly, any really good, unique thing seems to just be taken away from us. Like Inside Job, amazing fucking show, and we don't get very good adult animation. Not anymore. I would argue BoJack Horseman was the last, amazing animation that was actually allowed to... Oh my god, there's a bunny. Was actually allowed to have its run, and even then, they probably could have gone on for at least another season. I don't know. Shem, why are you down there? Say hello. Say hello to the audience. I'm here to talk to you today about a little show called Our Flag Means Death. I have not even started season 2 yet. I'm taking my time with it, and I'm about to tell you why. Our Flag Means Death is an incredible show. It's, I would say, a bit of a dark comedy. Stop! And it's queer. It's very queer, but queer in a meaningful way. And when I say meaningfully queer, I mean the characters have substance. The queer characters have substance. Their entire identity is not, I'm gay, but I'm in the back. Really knocked the whole microphone down. You want to be in my arms. Is that what you want? You want to... Meaningful queer media is an uphill battle. We've been fighting this battle since the beginning of media's inception. For some reason, the norm is heterosexual monogamy. And, that's fine. That's fine. I would say that yes, the majority of at least America is heterosexual and monogamous. But that doesn't mean that we can't have good queer media. And if queer people have had to relate to straight characters all of their lives, why can't we finally start having some queer characters that straight people can relate to as well? Our Flag Means Death, incredible pirate show, lots of action, lots of comedy, and a queer romance. And the world didn't go on flames when it was introduced. I know, incredible. It is possible. Our Flag Means Death is about the gentleman pirate Steed Bonnet, who decides to leave his family and become a pirate, except he's not rough and tough like the other pirates out on the ocean. He's a very gentle man. He likes frilly things, and he's very, from the start, extremely queer-coded. And I did not exactly know what to expect upon going into this. How I discovered that this was even a show was my friend, we shall call him Sparky. Hey, don't eat that! So much cool shit right here. It's a playground for you. Why are you eating the plant? Anyways, how I discovered that this show even existed was my friend Sparky. We were sending shit back and forth. He found a GIF. He sent the GIF to me. And it was a GIF of two characters in the show kissing. But before he sent me this GIF, I did not know what the show was. Or after he sent me this GIF, I didn't know what it was. And he asked me, hey, can you help me find what show this is from? So I went on a little journey. I went to all of the different GIF sites, and I was typing in the same tags that he used to find the GIF in the first place. I don't remember what they were. And eventually I found a GIF site. Forgive me if it's not pronounced GIF. I'm going to be saying GIF. I found a GIF site that had, it showed the different tags that this GIF shows up under. One of them said OFMD. I had no freaking clue what that meant. So, I, searched it in Google. It came up with Our Flag Means Death. I was like, holy shit, is this a pirate show with queer characters in it? And I was correct. It is a pirate show with queer characters in it. And at the time, I did not know which characters were in the GIF. I'll show you the GIF. I'll show you. I wasn't sure of who these two characters were. So I didn't know who to expect. I did not know who to expect to be eventually making out. I don't know what his problem is, but he's having a good time, So, I asked my husband, hey, do you want to watch the show with me? Looks interesting. We watched it. We binged the first season in, one night. And now it's, my favorite show ever of all time. And I love it so much. And on January 9th, it was announced that it will not be getting a third season. Because HBO Max was not enough people are into this show. This show that has so many rabid fans and so much fan fiction and so much fan art. I haven't seen any fan art, but I'm 100% sure that there is. The ultimate queer, meaningful show. It's about fucking pirates. Pirates! When is the last time that you saw gay pirates in a major media production? I haven't, that I can recall. I am in love with this show. And I knew that there was a season 2. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope that we're getting a season 3. And we're not getting a season 3, no. Not in the foreseeable future. There's actually this whole coalition coming together now to save it and to either get it on another network or get HBO Max to be hey, maybe we fucked up. Because I think y'all fucked up. And that's the thing, is that it's not good queer media can't exist. It does exist. And we, for some reason, even when we can get a corporation to take it seriously and take a chance on it, for some reason they just don't have any faith in it. Put it this way. There's no fucking way that Big Mouth is on now its 7th season. Which, by the way, I did not even finish the last season. I thought it was atrocious. And I have watched all through all of the seasons of Big Mouth. Up until the last season, it was just so bad. I cannot finish it. Usually it was oh, this is a train wreck that I want to see come together. Now it's it's just a train now. It's just a train. It's boring. I have no interest in it. It's probably been the worst season yet. And that's saying a lot, because I thought that the last season was actually decent. I was oh, is this show actually getting good now? No. The good one was Human Resources, and guess what? That one got fucking canceled too. The audience for queer media is clearly here. We are clearly ready for good queer content. We are tired of having our representation locked up in a one-note character that's on the sidelines for the entire show. For once we have a prominent bisexual. He's probably bisexual. There's not really any labels in the show, which I like a lot too. It's just a romance between two men. It's not nobody's going around calling Steed gay every 5 minutes. He just happens to be a character who's in love with another man. I love that. Like, there's nothing wrong with labels, but the overuse of labels, especially in shows like Big Mouth, where the characters don't have too much substance outside of I am this or I am that. And it's like their whole thing is their sexual identity, their sexual orientation, and discovering more about, oh, well, maybe I'm bisexual, maybe I'm pansexual, maybe I'm a lesbian, maybe I'm gay. Why can't we just have two guys be in love and it not be about their sexuality? It be about them being in love. Because when you have a heterosexual romance, you don't have the characters constantly saying or reassuring everyone, like, oh, by the way, I'm hetero, by the way, I'm heterosexual. It's just a relationship, which I think is how it should be. I think it's a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. It is amazing. Oh my gosh, the moment, I'm gonna probably go into a couple spoilers here, but I mean, it's only season 1. There's a season 2 I haven't seen yet, so I won't be spoiling anything for season 2 very clearly. But the moment that Blackbeard shows up and he's with Steed, and they have so much adorable chemistry, I was squealing, I was dying, I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for! So, the relationship between Steed and Blackbeard is so goddamn cute. It's adorable, because Blackbeard is, of course, this menacing pirate. He is infamous for being violent and killing people, and whenever he shows up, ships just surrender, and they don't even try to fight him because they don't want to die. And then Steed is completely the opposite. He doesn't want to hurt people, but he wants to be a pirate, so he's very caught between, these two worlds, where he's used to being one way, and he is a very sensitive person, but he wants adventure, and he wants to be able to combine his sensitivities and love for humanity with his desire for adventure and wanting to be a plundering pirate. And then Blackbeard is the opposite. He is a plundering pirate, and he wants to be more gentle. So they play off of each other very, very well. And through that, you see this really adorable, beautiful little relationship starting to bloom. And I just love it so much. It's so fucking good. And it's been removed. It's not been removed. It's still on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, go watch it. But oh my gosh, it's so damn good. And here's the thing: is that you can enjoy this show whether you're queer or not. It's a very, very good show. So it's not like we can't have queer media that heterosexual people can't relate to. Like, we absolutely can, and this is a great example of that. I'm sure a lot of its fans are completely hetero, are not involved in queer culture whatsoever. But that is what we need. We need shows, we need representation that can be enjoyed by everyone. That it's not just one-off for this group or that group. Like, no. We can have queer characters, and we can... Please don't go up there. Clearly, the audience is there. It's not just me. It's a lot of queer people who love this show and love other shows that prominently feature queer characters that are either canceled or getting canceled. I am doing my own part. I'm doing my part in creating queer content. All of my characters, not all of my characters, but all of my protagonists in my recent works are queer in some way. Forever and For Always is about a woman who joins a cult known as Jehovah's Witnesses, and she happens to fall in love with her Bible teacher based off of the Jehovah's Witness. What would it be considered? A web series? I don't know. The Jehovah's Witness videos about making cult members, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'll have it up on the screen here. It was based it was based on this. Forever and for Always was, as you can see by the cover art. I keep mixing them up. I guess I have equal amounts on either side to put pictures, but it doesn't matter too much. But anyhow, this started off as a fan fiction of this. Not that I'm a fan of Jehovah's Witness content, but those two girls had chemistry, like 100%. Hail Santa is about a demisexual boy, actually. I state it very specifically in the book as well that he is demisexual, and I myself am not demisexual, so I had to do some research into what that is like. Essentially, demisexual means that you do not have romantic attraction to someone unless you have a relationship with them. Sexual attraction, not just romantic. I know I went on my whole spiel about labels, but representation is also important. And it's not like he goes around every 5 seconds saying that he's demisexual. It's very much coded up until the point he realizes it, and then it's not mentioned anymore. His love interest, on the other hand, is gay, 100%, has never had interest in a woman, and he falls in love with him. They are best friends, they fall in love, their religion forbids it. It's another Jehovah's Witness story. And now I am writing a book called Pieces of Him. It's actually going to be a 3-part series. So the first part is their protagonist, Reuben Eberle. He is a writer. He is a vampire erotica novelist. And he gets his first big break with his book. He finds out his wife is cheating on him. He leaves her. He runs into his longtime best friend, Paul, a gay man. And they go on an adventure together. You can read the first 3 chapters of it on my website. As well as all of Forever and for Always. I have it in full for free on my website. And the first 3 chapters of Hail Santa are there for free as well. You can also get a copy of it if you would like to support me. That would be fantastic. Pieces of Him is not yet out. I'm hoping to have it out sometime in March, perhaps, if not the end of February. I've really been hammering it away. So the first book should be out sometime by then. I don't know when, but anyhow. We need more queer content. We have had years and years and years of heterosexuality. I think we can afford to have a little bit more queer representation. Our Flag Means Death is a fantastic example of really good queer content that can be enjoyed by everybody. And I think we need more shows like it, not less. And I definitely hope that it gets picked up by some other company for a 3rd season. It's really a shame that we have to depend upon these companies that do not care about us to distribute media that matters to us. But sadly, we do. I mean, how long have people been begging for Elsa to have a girlfriend? It's been clear from the beginning that they've been queer baiting us, and they're just going to keep stringing that along because they don't care about you, the queer audience. They care about your money, and they will string you along for as long as they can while ensuring that they never give up any meaningful queer representation, because that means that they would care, and they do not care, and they've made it very clear that they do not care. And don't buy into any of their pride nonsense. It's blanket, it's surface level, it's merely a fan service. They don't care about actually making any meaningful queer characters. I mean, look at Strange World. Did you ever hear anything about it? I don't think I did. They buried that shit as much as they possibly could. And I have a little theory, a little movie theory for you, that they want to claim that queer content doesn't bring in any money, so that they have an excuse to not make it anymore. They want to claim that there's just so much pushback to queer content And it's just too dangerous. Too dangerous. Because the conservatives are just in power. They're completely in power over Disney and everything that Disney does. And they just can't make any queer content. It doesn't make money. Even though we don't advertise it ever. If I didn't even know Strange World had a queer character in it. Nevertheless, I think he's the protagonist. See, I don't even know. I don't know anything about it. But you know what I do know is that Elsa doesn't get a girlfriend in the second movie, and she probably won't get one in the third. For all we know, she's just gonna be single for the rest of her life. And not that that's a bad thing, but you queer baited everybody. That's all I really have to say for now. Shem, I want to thank you for not being a nuisance for the entire video. You want to do a little outro, baby?
Please like and subscribe, or else I will poop on the floor.